Hello and thanks for joining me again. This is the ASX and Sectors weekly chart analysis for the week ending 17th of June 2022. This is the parent index, the XJO. You can see price sliced lower this week on an increase in volume. Price moved well below the previous support level here and also this slightly longer term previous support level. Price also challenged and closed below this congestion to the left. You'll see price will often target previous congestion zones where support has come in previously or consolidation has taken place previously, and you'll find future support will take place there. And price has closed below that zone this week. So the next closest zone to price is down here. There was a period of bullish absorption take place through here, and unless the market is able to recover back into this zone, you may find that this is where price is heading if weakness continues to emerge in the markets. This is the 6,000 level, and there's quite strong support expected in this zone. Switching now to the mid caps. I'm doing wider views this week. There was previous support and the longer term previous support where price was just trying to hold on here, but price has closed clearly below it this week. It is holding on just within this zone here. On the parent index, this is that period of bullish absorption. This leaves quite a few potential zones of support below the current price. There may also be a recovery back into this zone, even if it's only temporary. And then we can watch the subsequent price action and help to understand whether the price will continue lower or whether the price will stabilise and move sideways up in this zone here. The next chart's the small ordinaries. You can see price has closed below previous support. It broke down here, was only able to recover back to this line, and it broke down below the lows of this previous support level last week. And the downside follow through seen this week with price accelerating lower on quite high volume shows that this was a confirmed breakdown. Now you'll probably find this complex zone of support to the left will offer some form of support in the future. You'd want to see price show some ability to hold on through here. If not, we'll be targeting these lows where support came in previously. This is the financials market. And you can see the financials broke down last week, confirmed this week. Now, can you notice that volumes increased considerably, but spread has narrowed this week? Although this sector is under a bit of pressure, some modest support has come in this week. It's not likely to be pushing price up in the near future, but the fact that spread narrowed on a sharp increase in volume suggests that some of the professionals in the market were allowing price to come to them and they were scooping it up. Now you've got the previous support zone here to the left, and that's exactly where price is at the moment. This is a stronger support zone below if it's required through here, but there's been some support shown this week coming in this zone, so I won't be surprised to see price at least move in this zone for a week or two while we see what the overall markets do. If they continue to break down, then we're likely to be headed into this zone regardless, and what's been bought this week may just be dumped. This is the miners. You can see prices pulled back this week and it's holding on at the lows. It hasn't broken below the lows yet. Volume was very high, so we'll wait to see what the response is next week. If the response is strong and price comes back somewhat, then there was definitely buying off the lows on this very high volume. Spread was still quite wide, so we won't call it an anomaly, not like the financials we just saw, where spread had narrowed but volume had increased. But we'll just wait and see. Price hasn't broken below these lows, so there is an attempt to hold on. This is the gold market, ASX gold. You can see price really held on last week. It did dip down earlier this week before recovering as prices really headed lower in the broader market. The important level really is up here. So what happens through here will only be some form of consolidation, and you would need to see a break above this level to really think that the gold market is going to move up and away. You'll have some resistance expected here, and then again just above the 8,000 level. But this was some sort of recovery this week, probably expected considering what happened across the broader market. No real suggestion yet that price is going to start accelerating higher. You may just see price continue to move in this zone here on this chart between the 6,000 and 6,500. The energy market wasn't immune to the weakness seen this week in the market. Put the lines in. You can see price was accelerating out on a new breakout, and price came back this week quite strongly on increased but not particularly high volume. We'll have to see if there is continued support at this chart within this zone. I expect there will be. I would probably expect price to move lower early next week and then recover and do something like that. No guarantees, of course, but that's sort of what I would expect. I suggested the healthcare market might be under some pressure after failing to break out previously. It had plenty of opportunity to do so, and many in the market may have just been unloading through here, just gently and quietly. Price is holding on, or attempting to, at the lows of this range, but I think some have exited this market, at least for now, while they wait and see what the overall market's going to do. So I don't expect any breakout anymore like I had been anticipating. Sentiment may have changed. We'll just have to see if price can hold on at this level. And the last chart's the industrials, which had broken out previously. There was some accumulation through here. Price popped up above it. There was a minor breakout and consolidation here. Price broke out and challenged the previous highs, but with the weakness in the market this week, a lot of that stock got dumped. Price is still well above the lows and trying to hold on to where the accumulation originally took place through here. Whether it can continue to hold on is probably debatable. I would expect this level to be challenged at some point, and then we'll see if price can hold on the lows of the range. We'll just have to see what the overall market does, because that's going to play a large part in the movements of a lot of the sectors. Once again, that's where the parent index is. Clear breakdown below previous supports. clear breakdown below this congestion zone to the left. If weakness continues in the market, most likely heading to this level where I expect fairly strong support, just above or just below the 6,000 level. It would probably take a very weak market to come back down to these levels. Anything's possible, of course, but I expect some pretty strong support to emerge around the 6,000 level if price comes back there. Don't be surprised to see some sort of recovery next week back into this zone, and then we'll have to see the subsequent trading to see whether weakness continues and price moves lower again, or it's able to move sideways just above the 6,500 level. Okay, thanks for your time. I went through them as quickly as I could because these videos, I don't want them to be too long. Thanks for your time. See ya.